everyone, welcome back to my channel, Capri Spilling the Tea Lifestyle Tips. And I would like to thank everyone for coming in and joining on my video today. If you are a newbie, hi, my name is Capri Ellis Love, and on this channel we talk all about money, saving money, credit, how to get your money up, jobs, and everything lifestyle tips. So please, in the comments, if you want to give any lifestyle tips that help us out, do as you please, but keep it cute, okay? Because we do talk back here. And also, if you're an oldie but a goodie, how y'all doing? Welcome back. Thank you for coming. I love all of my subscribers and supporters. So today, as you guys can see, looking at the title, Finally Paid Off in Saving My Credit. So y'all know your girl normally come on here and I just be talking off the dome, but today I'm not. I took some notes. And hopefully it won't be any hiccups because y'all know my mind be somewhere else. But today I'm just trying to hurry up and film this video because it is 7:23 at night and it's bedtime. I don't care what nobody say. It's bedtime. So anyways, we are filming today again with the background of Pisces Moon Goddess. And guess what, y'all? The website is up. It's been up for a while, but I'm just super excited. That is my other business, like my main business, Pisces Moon Goddess. And I used to say, like, if you're anything spiritual, get a birth chart reading. Honey, you don't even got to be spiritual. You ain't even got to be spiritual, because I'm going to put it over here. If you guys can see, I am doing PMG financial counseling, because in your birth chart, you can find where your career is, your day-to-day job, your money, your health, your wealth, all that. Because y'all need to know that astrology is not just like a belief system. It's not taboo. Honey, it's how we live and breathe, okay? So we'll get in more to that like along the way. But I was just trying to find ways to mix my Pisces Moon Goddess business into Capri Spilling the Tea. And if I was thinking, I would have named this channel Capri Spilling the Tea on astrology, because you know astrology has a lot to do with your day-to-day life. But just like I said, y'all, we'll talk about that later. But I just want y'all to know that this video is sponsored by me, my other channel, Pisces Moon Goddess. So anyways, let's get into it before my battery runs out. So it says finally paid off, saving my credit. Okay, learning along the way. So first off, learning about credit and how credit works. Y'all, I have so many people that inbox me and they'll say my credit was 738 and then now it's 691. What is going on? I paid this off. I don't have as much debt. They'll just be very upset because they're thinking that they're doing the right thing, and it's like, well, you paid your credit card down to a zero balance. The banks don't want to see that you're paying your stuff down to a zero balance. They want to see that you're not needing all of their money, but you could at least keep $50 on it or $25 on there. And my clients are thinking, well, you would think if the bank say, give you a credit card, that you could pay your credit card down to a zero and your credit score will go up. Well, guess what? It does not work that way, you guys. So I had to learn that along the way as well, that when it comes down to credit, it takes time. It takes time to get your credit where you want it to be. And also, it's like a big old game. And once you get the hang of the game, then you know how to play it. Your credit is your name, how the lending companies see you and trust you. So I always tell my clients, let me tell you something. Your credit is tied to your social security number. Your social security number is tied to your name. All that when you're born is tied to you. So when you are playing this big old game of credit, you want the banks to see you just like people would see you in the street. When I went to go get my truck, my mom already bought 2 cars from this dealership. So when it came down to me buying the vehicle, they knew my mom. They just like, oh yeah, this is Terry, this her daughter. Your mama got good, get whatever you want. Because we know if she helping you and she paying on it, it's good. So you got to make sure that when you're going to these lending companies and loan companies, you need to make sure that your name slaps. You need to make sure that your name speaks volumes. You cannot be going to these places with bad credit and thinking that these people are going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, we trust you and your credit's at a 4 or a 5. No, they're going to look at you like, how are you going to pay on this? When are you going to give us back our money? Well, wait a minute. Let me look at your credit because I see you didn't pay Al back. I see you didn't pay Ben back. So what makes me so different? Denied. But once they look at your credit and it's like at a 7 or an 8, they're like, okay, I trust her or I trust him and we're good. So you always want your name to be good in these lending companies, in these banks. And just like I said before, your credit is forever changing, is changing or either stagnant. So another question my clients will ask me is, okay, I'm playing this game of my credit being stuck at 698. When is it going to move up? Well, sometimes you need to get a debt. And what I mean by that is, if you guys are on my social media pages, then you already know that my husband and I just purchased a truck, right? It's a 2017 Dodge Ram. Okay, so my credit, I wouldn't say it was stagnant, but it was, it sits pretty. It sits pretty. And just like I said, if you're on any of my social medias, then you will see exactly how my credit is sitting. Because I never just, I'm not the type to, I tell the truth. I show you guys like how it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever. I show real numbers. So my credit was at wherever it was at. And then we went to go get this truck March 22nd. So now here go April rolls around. And since I went to get this truck and made this payment, my credit went up. Sometimes you got to get a debt. It don't have to be a big debt, but sometimes you got to get a debt, a credit card or something for your credit to move. But at the end of the day, make sure you can pay that debt. If you know that your credit is stagnant, don't go out here and try to purchase something that's huge. Get like a $500 credit card. Get a prepaid debit. Something that's just going to move your credit along the way. You can even go like finance a ring or some jewelry or something like that for your credit to move along the way. You don't have to get anything huge, but you do want to get something. You understand what I'm saying? If you want your credit to move. But if you're fine where your credit is at, like let's say if your credit's like at a 7 something and you're like, oh, I'm fine, I don't need to be at an 8, I can still get whatever I want, then don't purchase anything. You're absolutely fine. Also, I always say I don't think anyone needs a credit repair team or a kit. I don't even think you so much need, I'll say you do need like someone to talk to, because I have plenty of people that calls me and, well, I won't say call me. They'll email me and say, hey, can I have a consultation with credit, whatever, whatever. But just like I said, I don't feel like you need a team to get credit off of your, to get bad credit off of your credit report. And I don't feel like you need a kit, because I do feel that you need to be in the midst of the fight. And what I mean by that is you need to be the one repairing your credit and not someone else, so that way you know not to mess it up again. It makes sense, right? Because if you're going through something, if you're going through the storm, then you're like, you know what? I'm never going to do this again because this ish sucks. But if you're not going through it and you're not feeling it, then you'll end up back in it. That's just how I feel. Some people will be like, no, that's not true. But that's just how I feel. I feel like you need to get your credit together brick by brick. You need to be the mason, the one building your credit back up. So that way you be like, you know what? I don't ever want to go through this again. So once I get my credit right, I'm not touching it. I'm not messing it up again, whatever. But I do want to tell you guys this. If you are a newbie here, back in 2017, I went through Lexington Law. And if you go all the way back, you will see that I went through Lexington Law. And this is the reason why I say it's not always true for everybody. But my husband and I went through Lexington Law to get our credit together. And you guys, it was crazy. When I say it was crazy, it seemed like every time I paid, they removed something off my credit. And I was like, wait a minute. This is some bull. And since I was more in tune with it, because I was ready to, at the time we was living with my mom, and I was ready to move. I was ready to have my own. So I was really in tune with what was going on. And I noticed like every time I paid something, it would remove off of our credit. So I was sitting here like, Okay, so then that's another reason why I started getting into credit, because I'm just like, these people are really sitting here waiting on our payment, and then they're going to move stuff off off of our credit report. That's crazy. They're getting paid for. I'm giving them this money, and I think it was like 100 and something a month. So every month one thing would get removed. Crazy. So that's why I say you honestly, I would just like pay for a consultation, a one-time consultation, because honey, let me tell you something. I am not with my consultations, and just like I said, I'm going to put the website up here and everything. My consultations, you pay whatever you pay. I give you all the letters. I tell you how to do it, and that's it. There are so many credit repair people around here, and I still feel like they just holding the knowledge. They're just really holding the knowledge. And it's just like, why are you holding on to knowledge when I can talk to you one time and let me go with it? A lot of them, they want you to keep coming back, coming back. Listen, I ain't trying to come back. And I remember when I started doing this consultation with credit, and one of the clients that I had was like, do you fix credit? I was like, no, I don't fix your credit. I tell you how to fix your credit. You are going to go through it. You're going to fix your credit. That way you won't ever have to go through this again. Well, I do want to say this. I'm not exactly sure that that person stayed in the fight, because it is a fight, and it is stressful if you allow it to be continuing trying to get your credit together, because just like I said, sometimes it's stagnant and sometimes it's moving. I am going to let you guys in on a little, I'm not even going to say secret, but I have yet to post it on my social media, but I'm going to let you guys know here first. So last month my credit was 745. Tell me why it went down to 691. I'm going to let that sit in. It was 745 and it went down 691. Now, honestly, I do not know why. So actually, I do know why my credit went down. After a little investigation, my vehicle that was in a wreck, it got paid off. The insurance company paid it off, so I was no longer having to pay on it. So that is the reason why the credit went down, because like I said before, if you don't have a debt, then your credit could become stagnant, or it can just go down. So since the vehicle was paid off after my husband's car accident, we don't have that debt anymore. At the end of the day, we make all our payments on time. Um, the truck that we got, the first payment was on the 25th. We did get an extension to May the 3rd, and we did pay it on time. Everything else, our house bills, is always paid on time, because of course I told you guys before, if you've been rocking with me for a minute now, y'all know whatever your monthly bill is, I tell you all the time, put it in your account. Put it in your account. So if your four walls is $2,500 a month, put it in your account. You should be working this month for next month. So at the end of the month, you put it in your account. Now with the truck, just like I said, that was something we had to fixate into our billing, okay, because it's a new bill, but we still paid it when we were supposed to pay it. So I know now how to get my credit back up. I know now how this game of credit works. So that's the reason why I tell you guys, please jump in the fight. Do not allow other people to fix your credit for you. You can allow the help, you can bring in the help, but do not allow people to fix your credit for you. We need to build ourselves up slowly. Nothing happens overnight. Trust me, nothing happens overnight. When it comes down to this credit thing, you have to build slowly. Ever since I moved back down here in 2016, back to where I am, my hometown, I knew I wanted a house. I knew I wanted this foundation, but I knew that I was coming from a credit score of 4, and I had to build it up to a 6. And I only had like a whopping year, because my mom only allowed us a year to stay in her backyard, in her back house. So I knew we had like about a year, not even a year and a half, a year, because my mom don't play. She like a year. And I build from a 4 all the way up to, I think in the state of where I stay, your credit have to be at least like a 600, a 624, or something like that. So we build it up to that within a year. So I know if I could do it, you could do it too. I'm giving you the tools. I'm telling you everything that you need to do. I'm going brick by brick. I'm looking at your situation, and I'm telling you how to maneuver through your situation if it was my situation. Everybody's situation is different. I'm not um I'm not sitting here telling you, oh well, this is, you know, my situation. This is what I did. No, I'm taking your situation. I'm like, okay, what would Capri do? What would Capri do if her credit was like this all over again and I'm trying to do this, right? That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about in my consultations. That's what I'm giving you. And I'm also giving you all the letters. The letters come with it. It's not the consultations and you pay for the letters. The letters come with it. These are real letters that I use to get my credit where it need to be. Because sometimes you will look on your credit report and that's not your name. That address isn't right. I don't live there anymore. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna drop this gem. Did you know that if they're sending a bill to you and it's your new home and it was going to your old home, you could tell them, I don't live there no more. This is not my bill. I'm just saying, a lot of stuff been dropping off of the credit because of that. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just like I said, I'm going to put the link down low. It is saying Pisces Moon Goddess because I'm trying to put everything together because you guys know I do study the stars, but I also like to talk about money because I try to bring Pisces Moon Goddess down to a mundane level for people who's not like really into astrology or into the stars or whatever. I try to bring it down to a mundane level. I am going to say you should get on it because it does help a lot of my clients see who they are, why they're here, what their purpose is, to help with credit. Just like I said, health, wealth, all that. I found out what my purpose was through astrology. I'm just saying. And just like I said, this video is sponsored by it. But anyways, we're going on 17 minutes. I don't want to talk long. Finally paid off. Oh, my vehicle, the Corolla that was in a car accident, it is finally paid off. And I think that's the reason why my credit did go down because I'm not paying on it anymore. It finally got paid off. They sent me a check and honey, we are done. That is an over and closed book. I'm super duper happy. No more worrying about that. And just like I said, at this particular time, life is still lifing, but everything is all good in the Love's home and in the neighborhood. So if you guys have any questions, concerns, whatever, you guys can comment down below. And also, just like I said, please, please, please visit my website, Pisces Moon Goddess, for any consultations when it comes down to money. There is a box that's going to say like why you need the consultation. You just tell me why, then we go from there. Okay? Anyways, I love you guys. And at the end of every video, I always say my quote, save money, because one day it may have to save you. Bye.